What is Blaze everybody, BlazeR56 here, and welcome to my first animatic storytime video! That is right, all of the animators that I've been watching over the years has done certain styles of something like this, and now I'm going to be doing it for the first time, so strap in, grab some snaps because it's going to be a wild one. So for today's animatic video, I want to talk about Guardian Angels. What is Guardian Angels, you may ask? Well, let me start with a story. In the beginning, God created everything. In the midst of Him creating everything, He has created these beings known as angels. These angels are very powerful. Not as powerful as Him, but equal amount. And they worship Him just as much as we worship Him in our own time. With the exception of one person, but that's not what we're here for. We're getting off track. So guardian angels are basically the beings that we depend on our daily basis, whether to help us not get a severe injury or to actually help us not see potential death. The three stories I'm about to tell you is those instances where my angels, because we all have our separate angels, think of it like an office. Think of it like an office where people work and we have that one co-worker that looks after us in a way. That is basically what my angels are to me. So here are three instances where my angel looked out for me so that I didn't get a serious injury and I didn't see potential death. And let me tell you, the last story that I will tell you, it really came close. The first story I'm going to tell you is the time where I got rescued by my angels from being hit by a car. I was a little dragon boy living in 247 East Columbia Street in Hempstead, New York. I was just a little boy playing with my little baskety ball, just dribbling it in the parkway of our house. Pretending to be Stephen Curry or LeBron James. Obviously, that meme didn't come out when I was little, but let's just pretend that it came out during the necessity of this story, okay? Got it? Good. So, I was dribbling my ball, and my ball bounced into the street. And being the mischievous, non-dangerous person that I was when I was little, I went out into the street to grab my ball. Little did I realize that there was a car coming around the corner to where I was getting my ball. And apparently, by the grace of God, my guardian angel was just staring behind me when I was little and just going like, "What are you doing? You know, if you go into that street, that car right there is going to hit you. So I suggest you wait until the basketball stops bouncing. Wait for the car to pass. Look both ways. Cross the street, grab your ball, and get out of the way. I'm doing you a favor. As much as I'm doing the big boss a favor. You are welcome." So that's just a short story of my guardian angel saving me from potential injury of a car accident and also potential death. Next story. So I went to a school named Freeport Christian Academy in Freeport, New York. And when you enter in the school, there's a long hallway. And at the end of the hallway is a water fountain. Now, this water fountain is, old, has rust on it, but it was still a functioning water fountain. But below that water fountain was these metal scraps popping out of the water fountain. And obviously this was a very dangerous hazard because some kid could literally slip, fall, and scrape whatever body part on those metal scrapes. And guess who was the lucky individual who slipped, fell, and scraped his right arm on those scrapes? It was me. It was me. I was that person who I was the child who got scraped. So here's how it happened. I'm running towards the water fountain with a bunch of other kids trying to be first in line to get the sweet taste of H2O. And this is common because when was there ever a time in your childhood where you didn't run to get first place? That's basically what little kids do. We run towards whatever we are trying to achieve to try to get first place, whether it's the first to be in the bathroom, whether it's the first to get water at the fountain, whether it's the first person to get the first seat at the lunch table. I know this many times because when I was growing up, I grew up with kids and we were all rushed like, no, I'm going to get to the lunch table first. It's going to be me. I'm going to claim this spot as mine. It's just a habit. It's just the blood within us to rush to whatever we want to achieve and get first place. So I wasn't first, I was darting. Now, I don't remember if there was a wet floor sign or if there wasn't a wet floor sign, but if there wasn't, there should have been. If there was, I didn't pay attention to it because of very suddenly I slipped. I went up in the air, slide like I was Harry from Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, sliding toward the shelf, ready to get pummeled on by a bunch of paints. And before I knew it, I scraped my right arm on those dastardly metal spikes, metal blades, metal daggers to cause scrapes on that water fountain. Blessed that I was able to go to the nurse, get that patched up, and I was a happy Dirk once again. Let me tell you guys something. I was a very mischievous child when I was growing up. I loved adventure. I craved adventure. I die for adventure. I was literally the Curious George in my family, and that's not an exaggeration. My mom would literally call me Curious George all the time when I was little. I would get into a lot of stuff. I was chaotic in a very sweet potential way. If you guys want to learn more about that, like the video so that I can make this animatic a reality, so I could tell you all the mischievous times that I was a chaotic kid. But anyways, back to Guardian Angels. Now this next to last story happened very recently, not too long ago, and I can only describe this moment in one word. You'll find out what that word is in a minute. So I currently go to Five Towns College. I graduated class of 2022, but I went back there to get my bachelor's degree of interactive media arts. And let me just say, I am having a phenomenal time. Here's one I'm working on recently. Ooh, ah, ee. Very nice. So on this particular day, I was ready to get ready for class, but I noticed that I was running a teensy bit little late or a teensy bit off schedule. So you know what happens when you are off schedule a little bit? You start to rush. You start to panic, grab everything that you need and checking if there's some extra things that you need. Get into the car, rush down the highway, and try not to get into an accident. That's what I was doing. I was getting my stuff ready, putting my backpack in the back car, trying to get my music together, and I was about to rush down the street, just trying to get on time to class as best as possible. Here's the layout of how I get to where I need to be, to get to the parkway. So my house is here. The street that I turn to get to the parkway, is a roundabout. So I pull out, I go straight down, then I make a left, make a right, so on and so forth. So when I pull out, go straight down, and as I'm making the turn straight down the road, I am gunning it. I am just gunning toward it like no tomorrow. This is where I made a big mistake. My mom texted me, and I can remember the exact text that she wrote to me. She says, "Be careful and slow down, because we have a ring now we have a surveillance camera called a ring that is able to see, around our peripheral vision. And apparently my mom was viewing the ring and she saw me gun down towards the stop sign, ready to make that left, and she just reminded me to slow down. This is where I made my mistake. I accidentally looked down at my phone to check the message, and before I knew it, one word: miracle. It was by the utter grace of God and my guardian angels that I was able to make it out of this. But I just want you guys to know I was in a panic, a straight panic. Everything in my head was going off. All alarms was in my head was just going off. Oh my God, I crashed the car. Oh my God, this is going to affect my parents' insurance severely. Probably mainly my dad's insurance. Oh my God, how did I make out of this alive? Because I walked out of the car and I survived with a single scratch on my thumb. Yes, you heard correctly, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow Blazers. I walked out of here with a singular scratch on my thumb. Now let me paint the picture for you on how the car looked. I had a picture before, I don't have it anymore, so I'm just gonna paint the picture for you, okay? Here's how it goes. The front of the car, total, crumpled like a piece of paper. One of the hood flaps on the tires, gone, flew off. Every single airbag, gone, just eviscerated. Just every single airbag came out. Glass shattered. And I walked out of that totaled car. With a singular scratch on my thumb. Once again, it was by the grace of God and the protection of my guardian angels that I made it out of there alive. Blessed that I had some people to help me out, give me first aid on my scrape. The police came, handled the situation professionally. This was actually the first time I ever had a serious encounter with a police officer, and it actually turned out entirely good than I thought it should be. So, all of this going on, I didn't even go to school that day. I literally just laid in my bed and just reminisce of what just happened. And to this day, that pole, it was a pole. I think it was like a telephone pole or something. But that pole that I slammed the car into is still here. Here is a picture of what the pole looked like from the aftermath. This is how you know I slammed that car. I slammed that pole hard. And also, I thank God that I was the only one in the car. No one was in the car with me. No one was involved in the accident that I was. It was just me. And I am glad that it was just me, because if it was anyone else in that particular situation, I would be messed up. If on that day, I probably could have died, but that's the grace of God. So, in conclusion, please be sure to thank your guardian angels for all the danger that you have escaped from all the injuries that you have sustained and that healed up. And thank your guardian angels for all of the times that you have survived potential death, because death was just staring you in the face and he was coming for you. But your guardian angels and the Lord himself prevented that. So please thank your guardian angels, because they're there for you. They will protect you in every way, shape, or form. Thank you all so much for watching this animated video. This actually took a very long time to make, and I'm just happy that I'm able to post this out. Why am I excited for this? Well, Guys, I have some very good news. We hit 100 subscribers, baby! Woo-hoo! Yes, sir, that is right. We hit the 100 subscriber goal that I set out the first moment that I made this channel. It took some trial, some error, and in the words of Pharrell Williams' newest song, it took piece by piece. But we are here today to celebrate 100 subscribers. I can't thank you all enough for this honor and achievement. I just thank God for everything that he was able to bless me with. And it honestly, I never thought I would see the day. I honestly really never thought I would see the day where I would see 100 subscribers on my phone. I really didn't. This was just a channel for me to experiment with, have fun with, you know, post some videos here and there, because posting videos is hard. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. Posting videos is very, very hard to do, but it was by the grace of God and all of you guys supporting me throughout the entire thing. So I'd like to thank God. I would like to thank you guys, every single one of my subscribers. I would like to thank my family, my friends, just plain everybody, because you all made this possible, and I can't thank you enough. So where do we go from here? Well, we have a lot of things planned. Number one, I'm hitting you guys with a double upload. Oh wait, did I say double? I meant triple. Yes, sir, you heard me correctly. I'm pulling a Corey Kenshin on all of y'all ×2. So the first upload obviously was this animatic story time video I wanted to do for a long time. The next video that's coming out tomorrow is going to be Naruto and Kurama song called Bond. This is a very cool song that I am very excited to create and post out to you guys. And the last video that I am going to upload on Monday. You remember the first rap that I made on this channel? Dark Angel, a Tokuyami rap? Yeah, that got remastered. I remastered it, and I'm going to deliver that remastered version to you guys. So, you're welcome. Lastly, I just want to say thank you all, everybody, for supporting me in every single way and making this milestone possible. So if you guys want to send a small donation, here's what I'm gonna do. If you guys want to send me a small donation with a question, and it could be any question, it could be an anime question, it could be a Marvel question, it could be a cartoon question, it could be a music question, an art question, a video game question, any question that you want, with a small donation. It doesn't have to be big, even though that would be very nice. But if you want to do a small donation with a question, I will be sure to screenshot your donation and answer your question. I want to involve you guys in this. I want this to be as interactive as possible. This is us. We did this together as a team. So I want to involve you guys in this. So with that all being said, here is the rundown of what I just said in a nutshell. And for the third time, you're welcome. So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you again for 100 subscribers. And until then, this is BlazeRod56 signing off. Until the next video. Thank you again.